David Tortolot's here from Homestead Mortgage. We're with Mark Stiles of Stiles Law in Marshfield, as always, for a Feel Good Friday. And we're feeling good because, again, you guys work together, you know each other, and that's great. And we have a question in as well. We always have Mark answer a question. This one about my house. Should I put my house in a trust? Okay, well, let's see. We'll let Mark see if you can help field that one. What is the person looking at?
It's a great question, Rob, and there's so many reasons why you would put your home in a trust. But I would always ask the potential client or consumer, why? What are your goals? What are you trying to accomplish? Because a lot of it is it's a partial estate plan, right? So one of the things we do when we conduct a thorough estate plan is we fund all of the assets into these trusts. But if you're putting just your home in it, you're not really doing a complete estate plan. You're doing a partial, and it's good because I'll tell you why in a second, that putting your home in a trust is a good first step, but it's a first step of many to having a successful estate plan. But one of the other reasons that most people hear and some of the advertiser scare tactics are using is to avoid probate, but it's real. The person who leaves us wants to leave everything in order and clean and in a positive manner. There's enough tragedy and despair and mourning that's going on to then have to go to the courts and have to deal with the red tape of probate court. So it's probate avoidance. So a lot of times we're getting calls near the end of life where someone hadn't really planned, and there's not enough to actually plan, but to at least get the property in trust, get that home in trust so it avoids probate. So upon death, the fiduciaries, the trustees of the trust, those that they trust, right? The trustees, those that they trust, are able to gain access to that asset and liquidate the asset, which is really important when things change drastically and quickly. And then there's other reasons, but one of them is to avoid Medicaid, right? A lot of people hear, well, I don't want the government to take my house if I have to get long-term care, and that's a much longer conversation that I really don't want to get into. That we've talked about the difference between a revocable and an irrevocable trust, but in essence, you're giving your property away. So there's a lot of restrictions associated with that. But one of the things I do want to point out is the misconception that trusts are only for the rich people. That is not the case. We have a situation in our office where a biological father married another woman. The biological father passed without any planning, and now the stepmother, who has other children, are divesting a lot of the assets that this gentleman's father created to the other children. And it's very heartbreaking when things don't go as what they would have had they planned. Right?
Yeah. Wow. All right, that's a great question. All right, Mark Stiles is with us every Friday at this time. If you want to find out more about this and other topics, you got to get in touch with Mark Stiles. Stiles-law.com is the website. And Mark, people can call you up as well, right?
That's right. They can schedule an appointment with our estates team. You can find the estates team at Stiles-Estates as well as Stiles-Law. But our phone number is 781-319-1900. We'd love to chat with you and help you fulfill your goals.
Feel Good Friday with Mark Stiles, attorney Mark Stiles of Marshfield on Route 139 in Marshfield. Mark, thank you. Have a good weekend.
Thank you. Have a great week. Thanks, Dave.
See you,
we'll
Mark.
see you soon.
See you next week. Have a great weekend.
You too.